This week's edition of The Last Resort comes to you as a simultaneous stereo broadcast with Radio Crema. If you wish to take advantage of this facility, you should retune your radio to 92.7 584 630 FM. Two baked bean tins strapped to the head provide a suitable alternative.
Live from London, it's The Last Resort on 92.7 58.4 63.0. Jonathan Ross!
Hello, thank you very much. And welcome. Please behave yourselves, will you? Will you grow up, please? Please. Hello and welcome to another talking edition of The Last Resort. And what a stonker of a programme we've got for you tonight. We've got music from Danny Wilson, we have medical mayhem from Dr. Scroat, and I'll be meeting best-selling horror author Sean Hudson, Italian singer Sabrina, and Tracy Ullman, the essential girl on top. But that's not all. Also, if you look closely, you can see and also hear that The Last Resort is coming to you tonight as a simultaneous stereo broadcast. That's why we have Frank, our friendly engineer there, to play in his wonderful cartridges and make us sound just like a proper radio show.
Channel 4
because no one else will have us. First, let's go say hello to our resident... Now, no, what's first? What's coming up first?
Time for a game.
Yeah, that's right, listeners. And if you're feeling at all... Now, I just want to clear something. I want to thank Sean for coming on a week early, because we had you booked for next week, didn't we, Sean?
So you told me,
yeah. We actually had Mr. Martin Amis booked for tonight, and he couldn't make it, sadly, which is a shame, because we would have been able to play this when he came on.
Now we've a writer who's very famous. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Amis. It's Martin Amis.
But of course it isn't, it's Sean Hudson instead. But Sean, thanks for coming on the show tonight. Listeners, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, it's Jonathan Ross talking to Sean Hudson. For those listening in,
Sean Hudson.
Despite the way he looks,
Sean Hudson.
writes some pleasant books.
Sean Hudson.
Thanks for listening. Now, Sean, yeah, let's have one of these, shall we?
He can't say the letter R. Jonathan Ross.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Thank you very much indeed, Sean Hudson. Now, what's coming up next?
John Benson.
Thank you, John, for vital contribution to the show, as always. Yes, indeed. Okay.
It's Dr. Martin Scroat.
That's right, and you're listening to The Last Resort with Jonathan Ross. Now, Dr. Martin.
The Last Resort on Channel 4.
Okay, well, we've got lots of fun coming up later, listeners and viewers. We've got a naff competition. We have a selection of knock-knock jokes from our less funny listeners, and we also have a phone-in that allows me to be incredibly rude to people and then cut them off before they can answer.
Live from London, it's The Last Resort on 92.7 58.4 63.0.
And now it's time for our Last Resort video report. Every week from now on, we intend to invite... Well, I think Sabrina's saying that's a flop as well.
Of course.
Sabrina says it's a flop.
So is Sammy, and we have one more to look at. We have your own video. So I think we might just have time to have a quick check and see how Dr. Martin Scroat is getting on outside. Dr. Scroat, can you...
He's not a doctor, really.
No, he isn't. Thank you. Welcome back to The Last Resort.
On 92.7 58.4 63.0.
Gets on your nerves after a while, doesn't it? Just like the real thing, in fact. Well, now you have the chance to choose your programme, because it's the time of the evening when the frequencies split. If you're listening to us on medium wave, you can now hear and watch the religious programme. If you want to stay with The Last Resort, you should retune to FM 92.758 4630 0 is 0 FM.
You know, it's a funny old world, isn't it? Sometimes we don't know whether they're coming or whether we're going.
No.
Perhaps that's why life is so...
Botham is striding up to the crease, bowls, and
Where is he
there's
then?
appeal for LBW, but no.
He's somewhere.
So, you admit it?
Yes,
I killed Daphne and I'm glad. Do you hear me? Glad, glad, glad.
Ha! But where's the body?
Come on, Oskin, put your foot down. If we don't get there by 12, they'll have sold the last saveloy.
The Last Resort on Channel 4.
That's right. Well, I hope everyone who wants to is watching John Benson. But here on The Last Resort, it's time for music, and we've got the next best thing to Frank Sinatra. OK, now, I think we just have time. It's pub turning out time. Then we've got time to check back with Dr. Martin Scroat and see how successful his experiment's been.
Dr. Scroat.
Asked to see his certificate.
Dr. Scroat, Dr. Scroat.
Pinch your nose.
Dr. Scroat, how's it going?
Tracy Orman, she can't speak Portuguese.
Wet one.
Tracy, lovely to see you. Tracy, sadly, I think that's about... is that all we have time for?
And sadly, that's all we have time for.
A great pleasure having you on the show. It's lovely